time for gun bunnies.
Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this will be a War Machine battle report. Now, this one's going to be kind of good, and it's going to be kind of bad. The kind of good is that, hey, look, I got my voice back again for the most part, so I'm back into this, making battle reports. And also the good part is that I'm trying out this new list. So Ossrum with gun bunnies is a crazy powerful list. I've been thinking about getting it for a while, and some of the local guys in my gaming group wanted to really try and get some practice against it, so I thought, you know what, sure, let's order it. I have most of the other pieces anyway, so this is the 8-gun bunny version, and yeah, that's awesome. However, this is going to mark a failure for what I planned to do in the year, which was to always play painted. And yeah, I really wanted to do that, guys, but I also really wanted to play this list. So now I'm going to change that to saying I'm always going to play painted in tournaments. So a little bit of a fall back here. Sorry, guys. I'll get these guys painted up as fast as I can. Otherwise, I'm up against James on the other side in his Kador, and this is Irusk2. Now, if you know the Irusk2 model, you know it has a big banner and it looks cool. Well, it kept on falling over. So you actually, that orange proxy base, that's going to be for Irusk2. Now, this will be the first time I'm playing this list, and I think it should be actually a really good matchup here, because I'll be able to go first because I won the roll, get into position, and really just shoot down his guys. That's what this list is all about. Shoot, 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 kill you all down, and then when I need to, I pop feet, send in the Earthbreaker, and finish things up. And this list seems to be exactly what I want for that. So we'll see if it works the way that I have it in my head. So on my first turn, I get my guys up there, I put Snipe onto the Earthbreaker. I also want to put Fire for Effect onto Iris, but I had the positioning wrong. One of the things I also saw that was a mistake was that when I was looking at where to put her for the advanced deploy, I put her on the left side because I didn't want to get her all tied up with the cav. But now I realize that if she wants to threaten Irusk, there's a building in the way. So I'm really trying to put myself a little bit further up where I'm non-threat, but I can still go up there and shoot if needed. But yeah, that angle is going to be really kind of weird. Otherwise, on his turn, he's not going to get too much really done. Conquest is only going to walk up and do these creeping barrages. They're not really going to affect me because I'm not going up that close. Otherwise, the cav are getting in position to threaten me if I go up too far. The marksmen are taking position. Really, everyone's taking position. He is putting Fire for Effect onto the Conquest and also getting up solid ground. And that's going to make things really kind of annoying because, of course, everything within Irusk's command, not controlled, within 10 inches of him, is going to be tough. And then thanks to solid ground, if he ever toughs, they're just hunky-dory fine and they don't care. So either way, what my plan is for this turn is to really shoot down those cav, really take away that mobility from them, start working on the Great Bears, and then get at least one of my little spray bunnies onto the marksmen to try and get rid of them. Because really, I don't have the infantry that the marksmen want to kill, so that's good for me, but these gun bunnies don't really have a lot of boxes, and so if I keep on letting him plink away at me, it's just going to be a nightmare. So I need to deal with those marksmen and Widowmakers right away. So after a few toughs and having to get around it, I am able to shoot down all the cav. That's amazing. I had to energize her up to get some things in a range, but otherwise on the left side, I get the one spray bunny up. I'm able to kill off the marksman and one of the Widowmakers, so that's something. Otherwise, getting some shots into the Great Bears, kill off one of them, and then also kill off one of the pikemen because, why not? And yeah, you know, not too bad of a turn. I kill off 20 points of cav, killed off a solo, and a couple more models as well. So I'm really feeling good about this, and we'll see what he does in return. So thanks to Fire for Effect, he gets a pretty good crit devastation with his Conquest. Luckily I spaced out fairly well, so it only caught 2 of the bunnies. But yeah, they basically go slamming into the Earthbreaker, which for the most part he doesn't care. He takes a little bit of damage, but yeah, one gun bunny is... I mean, the thing is that they have enough armor that even though they don't have a lot of boxes, they can survive. So they're knocked down and they're damaged, but they're still operational. Otherwise, the Great Bears, they go charging into the one gun bunny on the left there. That's the spray one, number 2. And it lives on one box, but really I'm just going to take a free strike to kill it off so I can kill those Great Bears. And then the thing that I loved is that the Widowmakers then go up to start shooting Iris. And I mean, that high defense in concealment means that he needs 11s, and I'm happy with him trying to roll those all day. You know, all those missed shots just means it's not 3 more damage going into my other jacks. So really on this turn, what I thought I'd do is maybe go after the Conquest and start trying to really whittle it down. But then I realized that last turn I really screwed up, because if you look where our Iana and Holt are, I completely forgot to activate them last turn, which means now they're way too far back and I can't apply them. So that being the case, I figured instead I go for the operation of trying to destroy the Great Bears and then just trying to kill the pikemen that are in the zone at least, because then I can score and really kind of force them to kind of commit. So the plan kind of falls apart. You know, the gun bunny, the spray bunny rather, goes away, takes a free strike and dies. Then I go and shoot down the Great Bears, so hooray, they're dead. Otherwise though, I start taking shots against the pikemen and they just keep toughing and toughing and toughing. And eventually I'm like, screw this, I don't care anymore. So I start shooting into the Conquest and I get a little bit of damage. I think overall with the shots, maybe a total of like 8, maybe 10 damage, just starting it up. And that's fine, you know, this wasn't the super turn I was hoping for, but it's still enough of attrition that I'm pretty happy with it. And at least now, Ian and Holt are further up in their stealth, so that if I need to later, I can get that damage buff out. So he decides to start coming more into me, and that means the Widowmakers are going to try shooting. They're not going to get anything done. The pikemen are going to charge over, and they're going to be destroying one of the gun bunnies. And one of the things I didn't really understand is that when he does his mini feat to reposition after, he repositions away. So by doing that, that means I actually get to shoot, so hooray, why not? But otherwise, I believe the Conquest does shoot down another gun bunny, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So now on this turn, the Conquest is not moving up, he's not being a threat, so really all I want to do is kill all of these pikemen, which should be pretty easy to do. So that's what I do, go up there with Ian and Holt, I go put a kiss on them to make them +2 to damage, shoot a couple of down, and then just keep on shooting. And really by the end of this, every single pikeman is shot down. I decide that I really don't want to have any chances of those Widowmakers doing anything, so I send in Iris. She kills one and just ties up the other 2. And otherwise, again, I think I got a couple of shots maybe still left into the Conquest, but nothing really serious. Maybe another 8 damage or something like that. So otherwise, he is really now down on options. I've scored 1 control point, and he needs to dedicate or else he's in a lot of trouble. So on his turn, he needs to now get into the zone, so the Conquest comes in. I believe he shoots down 1 guy maybe or something like that. Otherwise, the Widowmakers try to swing, but there's not really much he can do at this point. So on my turn, I just go in there and I start shooting up that Conquest. The one thing he did kill is he was able to kill off Ian and Holt, so that helped. But even then, you know, I pop feet. That gives me +3 speed. I'm able to charge in the Earthbreaker, and yeah, he does a ton of damage. And now at this point, I now have Ossrum also in here, so he has lost almost all of his pieces. He just has Silas, his caster, he has his 2 Widowmakers. I'm at 3-0, and he really has no way to kill my caster. If he puts Silas in the zone or something, I'll just kill it. So after some thoughts, he says, you know what, let's just throw in the towel because we know what's going to happen here. So victory for Ossrum and his gun bunnies. And man, this list is nasty. You know, there's sometimes where you do the theory hammer and it doesn't really work out that way in the table. That's not this list. This list is amazing. The new power up and the powerful shot ability on the bunnies is just so good. And yeah, you know, I really was wondering which one would be better overall, the one where you take all the gun bunnies or the one where you take the Earthbreaker. I really do feel that the Earthbreaker adds a lot more to it that you really want, But yeah, I'm going to play this list some more. It seems to have a lot of potential. I've been looking for a really good list to pair with my Thexus list, and I think I found it. I need to do a little bit of painting to catch up, but otherwise, I'm very happy with this list. So otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on the game or the list, please post them down below. Plus, give me some shame. The fact that I broke my vow and I went and I played with unpainted models, give me heck down below in the comments. I deserve it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. The best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.